This will be for the Khan Academy exercise, multiply binomials. All right, so they want us to expand or multiply the binomial. Your answer should be a polynomial in standard form. So one of the methods you can use to distribute these terms is called FOIL. Okay, that stands for first, outer, inner, last. So really, that is just to help you remember to multiply all the terms. You don't have to use FOIL. You can use distributive property, which I will also use on another problem. All right, but for the first problem, I'm going to use FOIL. So where it says first, that just means you multiply the first terms. So we have negative f times 3f. All right, so that's negative f times 3f. And then for the outer term, you multiply the outer terms. Negative f times negative 1. Okay, we're adding and then multiplying. Negative f times negative 1. And we're adding again. The inner term, you multiply the inner terms. 10 times 3f. All right, so that's 10 times 3f. We're adding. And then finally, the last terms, 10 times negative 1. Now, when you multiply these, you basically multiply the coefficients and the variables separately. Okay, you want to remember x times x is x squared. All right, so if you have f times f, that's going to be f squared. All right, not 2f. And of course, if you multiply negative times positive, it's negative, and negative times negative is positive. And finally, if there's no variable in front, for instance, if you have a negative x, you can put a 1 in front and assume that it's a negative 1 in front of that x. If you have a positive x, that's the same as 1x. All right, anyhow, back to the problem. Negative f, that's the same as negative 1f. Okay, negative 1 times 3 is negative 3. And f times f is f squared. Plus, negative f times negative 1 makes it positive 1f, or just f. Okay, negative times negative is positive, and 1f is the same as f. You can write 1f if you like, it's the same thing. Plus 10 times 3f, well, 10 times 3 is 30. And we still have the f. And finally, plus 10 times negative 1 is negative 10. All right, and now almost finished. All you have to do is combine like terms. The variable and the exponents must match. Okay, so there's only one term with f squared, and that's negative 3f squared. All right, and 1f plus 30f. 1 plus 30 is 31. And you keep the f. And finally, plus negative 10 is the same as minus 10. So that right there is your final answer. So just click in the box, type negative 3f, and then you can click this here to get the drop-down menu. And there should be an exponent button here. Let me see. I think I have to make this smaller to find it. All right, let me see. Drop-down menu. And let's see. Where's the exponent button here? All right, let me see. Click this here. And here you go. Here's the exponent button right there. Okay, so I can make this squared. All right, let me see if I can fix this here. All right, negative 3f squared plus 31f minus 10. Okay, alternatively, for the exponent, you can click shift and the number 6 at the same time, and it will give you the exponent. Otherwise, you need to use this and find the exponent button. All right, I believe these are all the same. I'm going to use distributive property on this one. All right, so let's just distribute negative 5d times d plus negative 5d times negative 3. All right, watch your plus minus signs. Plus, every time you multiply the terms, have them in parentheses and have a plus sign in between. This way you don't get confused. All right, so we distributed the negative 5d. Let's distribute the positive 8. Positive 8 times d. All right, that's going to be 8 times d plus positive 8 times negative 3. Positive 8 times negative 3. All right, and now we're in business. You can assume there's a 1 here. Multiply the numbers and letters separately. Negative 5 times 1 is negative 5. D times d is d squared. Plus negative 5 times negative 3 is positive 15. And d is just by itself. Plus 8 times d is 8d. Plus 8 times negative 3 is negative 24. All right, that's the same as minus 24, as you will see. Combining like terms, there's only one with the d squared, so that stays as is, negative 5d squared. Combining like terms, we have d and d, so positive 15 and positive 8 is going to be positive 23d. And then finally, minus 24. Final answer. All right, click in the box and type negative 5d. And this time I'm going to use the shift key. I'm going to click shift and the number 6 to get the exponent. Okay, and then I just click the right arrow key to come back down. All right, you need to do that. Otherwise, you will be typing. Oh, okay, well, I guess not. You can still hit plus, and I think it just brings it down automatically. All right. Anyhow, 23d minus 24. And that's it. Again, to do the exponent, if you don't want to use the menu right here, you can just click shift and the number 6 at the same time. You click those together, and you will be able to type the exponent. All right, so you can use FOIL or you can just use the regular distributive property. Same thing.